أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد استغفر الله ربي من كل ذنب وأتوب إليه الحمد لله رب العالمين. Warm welcome to all of my lovers, followers, subscribers, friends, my students, everybody. You know, always I am really grateful to that people who are standing with me and always supporting me, encouraging me, which instigates me, obviously, to be creating more and more videos. Starting with the name of Almighty, who is the greatest of all the greatests, who is the power of all the powers, who is the super sovereign of the sovereigns. Just with the help of I am able to utter even a single word. Otherwise, not be having courage, not be having power, even to speak up few words. So, all of my audience, today I am making very important vlog where I just want to discuss something with you people, which are very important, you know. What is that? You know, during last few days, there have been many more changes in the politics of my country, of my homeland, of my motherland. Some ridiculous things have been occurring from last few days in particular. Otherwise, we have been observing the dilemma or enigma which has been being observed from last 1 year or even a little bit more. But from last few days, that dilemma was increased, that enigma was increased. Really, you know, my vlogs are witness that I am not a party. I always try to be having independent and perfect view which must be acceptable for everyone. How much I've been successful in this, that my audience is better to judge. So never consider if I am saying something in favor, so you should analyze that is up to the mark or not. If I am against of any political party or any leader, so you should observe whether I am giving you an independent point of view or not. I just want that I should have to be observed like this. All of my videos are the witness, which are about more than 300, that I've never been partisan and I just been raising this hue and cry for my journalist friends too, that we people are supposed to be independent. We people are not supposed to be the party. Some people are saying, I've listened my calibered and my respectable journalists. So they people are saying, okay, how can we not be a party if one party is doing something wrong? So we have to be with the other party. But sir, yes, you are right. But here I want to point out this thing, that if any party is doing something wrong, so you have to be against of it. You cannot say that all the time, all the parties are doing the right things, and all the parties you cannot say are doing the wrong things. What you people have to observe the matters day by day, that where those circumstances are leading towards. Which is unfortunate, I consider that we people are not considering, which is the biggest unfortunate. And why people are not focusing on this? We consider that, okay, if I am going to support any party, so what do you think that, is that party always doing the right things? Or if I'm against of any political party, so is that party doing all the things wrong? It's impossible. Here I have to observe that whatever a right thing is to be done, so I have to admire. If anything is to be done in a wrong way, I have to be criticizing. That is the criteria. That should be the criteria of journalism. Later on, what we people keep on saying, that while we people are becoming the party, so then definitely we people have more problems, I consider. So, now, regardless, little bit I wanted to say these few lines, which are not relevant to my topic. But now I'm coming back on my topic. Two provincial assemblies were dissolved before some time, of Punjab and KPK, from where the government of PTI was there. So their governments decided themselves to dissolve the assemblies and to be going towards the fresh election, and what they people are believing to be having a fresh mandate. Good, that was acceptable. Meanwhile, the people everywhere, the dilemmas were there, the ambiguities were there. So in that condition, it was bit, you can say, an acceptable option that political parties should go in the fresh election, so that a result should come. Whosoever is going to be winning, so must be handling the regimes. So while they dissolved, so after that, this is the part of our constitution, that within the 90 days, 90 days, election commission is supposed to hold a fresh election. So, you know that on federal level, we people were having a different regime of PDM, which is the combination of different political parties. They are in the power, and in the major province of Pakistan, that is Punjab, and on second number, that is KPK. They are the governments of PTI were there. Now, definitely the actual time for completing the tenure is about to be October 2023, the actual time what you people can say. So now, this was the move from the federal government. They were willing that we should be going towards the elections, and it's in the same time. Simultaneous elections should be held, so that is going to be a bit better for the betterment of Pakistan, and that will create more smoothness and satisfactory condition for the country. Where the PTI believed, no, if we dissolved, and according to the constitution, if within the 90 days elections are supposed to be held, so those must be held. Then issue went towards the Supreme Court, the Superior Courts of Pakistan. So initially this was decided, okay, elections should be held on the same date, in October. Later on, the Chief Justice went for suo motu and said, no, this is the obligatory in the constitution that elections should be held after the dissolution of the assemblies within the 90 days. Now, PTI and the opposition, the parties which are in government on federal level, they people are having the differences. PTI is willing, jumping towards the election is prerequisite and is requirement of fulfilling the constitution too, which is true, which is right, nobody can negate it. And on other hand, government is willing that we should be going for the election same time in the federal and in all of 4 provinces, and the time is October, so obviously 2-3 months are left. My point of view, I want to be saying that election should be held right now or should be held later in October. My question is, if you people keep on listening my previous videos, that I've been keeping this hue and cry, I've been raising this hue and cry, that be careful, and I kept on requesting to the people of Pakistan, that unfortunately, our governments, our political parties, unfortunately, are not very much mature. I don't know when the elections are to be held. I know only one thing. If elections are going to be held, which is according to the Superior Court, 14th May, 13th or 14th May, June, July, August, September, October. I mean, after 3 months, the interim setup on federal level also is supposed to be settled up. There is issue of 3 months. I want to make cautious to my people, to my nation, to my homeland fellows once again, that these are our politicians. What I've been raising this hue and cry, that they people are not up to the mark, whatever the political party that people belong to. They cannot be, they are not going to be able to be finding out the solution for only for 3 months. They are not coming on any point. They are not able to be deciding that, okay, we have to be waiting for 3 months or not. My question is only this, that they people are not having this much caliber, that they people are going to be having this solution for just for 3 months. They are going to decide anything, that, okay, just we have to be waiting for 3 months or not, we have to be going for the election right now or after 3 months, interim setup we have to be waiting for. Whatever the decision they should make. I'm not saying that what decision they should be making. I just want, while a people who are on some calibered post are belonging to some think tanks, they are the think tanks because they people are representative of the million of the people. I mean, if anyone is owner of any smaller factory or mill or any institution or any company, so that person is going to be responsible of all those people who are working in that company. And that person is supposed to be finding out some pet decision which must be fructiferious for the people of that company or even for that factory or whatever it is. And here the matter of 250 million people. And my sweet politicians, my big calibered politicians, my capable politicians, my eligible people, my eligible politicians, they people are unable to find out any remedy for this issue. That they people had to go for towards the Supreme Court, and they've got a decision. Even then, even after having this decision, that on first decision, the PDM was very happy. On second decision, PTI was very happy. And now the PDM is annoyed. I mean, just look, they are childish situations. They people are fighting like the children. You know, if you people are going to be observing the situation amongst the children at your home, so when one child is having something, so other child is demanding. It's saying that, oh, I need the same thing. So the people who are much more caliber, who are a bit mature, having 60s and 70 years old, and they people are unable to find out the decision for this country, for the future of this country, which time they people are. I am not going to say that when the elections are to be held, I want my calibered politicians, eligible politicians, capable politicians, splendid personalities they people are having. They people are unable to find out this decision when elections are to be held. This is the big unfortunate for myself and for my countrymen. What I've been keeping this hue and cry, if you people are following me, so you must be observing. I've been saying to you guys that for God's sake, be caring for these politicians. They are not up to the mark. They people are not good for the betterment of the country. Because if these politicians had been bit good or had been doing something for the betterment of the nation, so today the country must not have been facing the situation like this. Our economy is disrupted. Our law and order situation is going to be very bad. Unemployment is in its peak. Justice system totally invisible. What do you talk about more? Where should we go? Which is unfortunate. I'm going to share with you, about 50 to 60% of the youth is willing to leave this country. So this is my question to my politicians. What you people are doing that nobody is willing to be living within the country? And what is the basic reason I also today want to share? That why people are willing to go from here. Not for the sake of jobs, not for the sake of studies, not for the sake of employments. just because of justice system, which is invisible in this country. If anybody is going to be against of this point of view, then go to the justice houses. Everywhere, in all the districts, observe what the condition we people are having for the justice. And today, we people are fighting that election should be held right now or should be held after 6 months. And we people don't have the brains, we people don't have the capabilities to find out the remedy for this issue, which is unfortunate. Here, just on my last point, I would once again request to the people. I would once again, please request to my nation, to my countrymen, for God's sake, think about these politicians. Are they calibered or not? Not to be the party. Observe them. See them inside, what the people are thinking, what the people are planning for the betterment of people. You will find 0% result. So now, elections, inshallah, are going to be held now or a little bit later. So please be activated. This is my request to my countrymen. And observe the individual characters of all the candidates, not to be observing the political parties. Just observe the characters of these representatives who are going to be representing us in the Parliament House. Then it might be possible that you people are going to be having some remedy for your issues. If you people this time too keep on behaving like the previous ones, so you will have to face the consequences. Thank you very much. Long live Pakistan.